She married a broke taxi driver. On their wedding night, a billionaire called him boss. Everyone said she was making the biggest mistake of her life. Standing there in her white wedding dress, Amelia could hear the whispers behind her. She left a millionaire for a taxi driver? This marriage won't last a year. He can't even afford that suit. Her father didn't even bother to hide his disappointment. "This is your last chance," he told her quietly before the ceremony began. "Walk away now, and I'll pretend this never happened." But Amelia didn't move. Because the man standing at the altar, nervous, quiet, adjusting a borrowed tie, was the same man who had once given her his last dollar for cab fare, then walked home in the rain. Ethan wasn't rich. He drove a taxi 14 hours a day, lived in a tiny one-room apartment, owned exactly 2 pairs of shoes, but he loved her. And she chose him. The wedding was small. Her wealthy relatives sat stiffly in their seats, watching as Amelia slipped a ring onto the finger of a man they believed would ruin her future. Even during the reception, her cousins laughed when Ethan admitted he had to return the wedding suit the next morning. Amelia noticed, but Ethan didn't seem bothered. He just smiled politely, like he knew something they didn't. That night, after the guests had left and the hotel room finally fell silent, Amelia kicked off her heels and laughed nervously. "Do you think we made a mistake?" Ethan was about to answer when his phone rang. Unknown number. He frowned slightly, then picked up. "Hello?" There was silence on the other end. Then suddenly, Ethan stood up straight. "Yes, sir." Amelia watched as his entire expression changed. Calm, serious, focused. "No, the board hasn't been informed yet," he said quietly. Her heart skipped. "Board? Yes, I understand. I'll come in first thing tomorrow morning. No one suspects anything." Amelia sat up slowly in the bed. Before she could ask anything, Ethan ended the call. Seconds later, his phone rang again. Another unknown number. He answered. This time, Amelia heard the voice on the other end. "Good evening, boss. The acquisition papers are ready for your signature." "Boss?" Her stomach tightened. Ethan turned toward the window, lowering his voice. "We proceed as planned." "Ethan?" He didn't respond immediately. Instead, he reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out something she had never seen before. A sleek black card, gold initials engraved into the corner. And as he slowly placed it on the table between them, there was a soft knock on the hotel room door. At midnight, Amelia's breath caught in her throat. "Did you invite someone?" Ethan looked at the door, then back at her, and said something that made her chest tighten. There early. The knocking came again, louder this time, and whoever was on the other side wasn't planning to leave.